So far, I have found the first derivative in red, found the second derivative in light blue, and I'm going to substitute them in and write this whole equation out. Oops. Where is that equation? Here it is. Okay, so that's the equation, and I'm going to write it out with the derivative substituted in there. Okay, whew, here we go. This is kind of like a workout, you know? You're not learning new stuff here. You're just working out your algebra skills. Kind of want to turn on some workout music, you know? Okay, so the NR and the exponential stuff, that goes in for the R there. NR and the exponential stuff. And then now I do my derivative stuff, right? So the derivative stuff is all that you see here. R squared times the blue stuff plus 2R times the red stuff. Say it again. R squared times the blue stuff plus 2R times the red stuff. Let's do it. R squared times the blue stuff plus 2R times the red stuff. What's the red stuff? The n and the exponential times minus R over 2a naught plus 1. All right. The n and the exponential times minus R over 2a naught plus 1. Okay, now that was just this DDR thing. Now to continue, plus h bar squared over 2 mu little r squared times L. Remember, for this problem, L equals 1, right? So times 1 plus 1 minus z. Now for this problem, I looked at the answer for this problem, and there is no z. So obviously, we're talking about a hydrogen atom where z equals 1. This is just 1, right? This z is just 1. Equals E. All right. Now the object of the game, one more time, is to boil down everything on the left side of this equation to some junk that does not contain a little r. If you can do that, then the given function at the front, the given function in the problem really is a solution to this equation, and the E is the stuff that you boil down to that does not contain a little r. Okay, so let's do some canceling. So I could see that this is n times an exponential thing, right? This is also, let me do this in nice green. This is n times an exponential thing. This is also n times an exponential thing. And this is a single term, plus this term also contains an n times an exponential thing. So I have this and this. I'm going to factor that out. But when I factor that out, they're going to end up here, n times exponential thing. That's going to cancel with this. So these guys get canceled. So they're gone. But I still have an r here. All right, there's still an r right there. Okay, what else can I do here? I can also, well, actually, I could take out an r. So do this in red. No, I already used red. Do this in hot pink, maybe? Maybe some hot pink. I don't know what this is called. Maybe it's called hot pink. All right, so I'm going to take this r out. So I take out an r, right there. That means it's not squared anymore. And I take this r out also. All right, so factor out an r, so the r goes here and gets divided out of there. So there are two terms here, this term and this term. The r is removed from this term, and one r is removed from this term. But see that r? That's going to cancel with this r down here. All right, so I have just cleaned up the problem a little bit. So now what do I do? Oh, look at this. 1 plus 1 is 2. And I'll do this in orange. 1 plus 1 is 2. And I've got a 2 down here. So these 2's cancel. Okay, I have just cleaned the problem up a little bit. So now I will copy it. And very soon I will be ending this video because my software chokes if the video is too long. All right. Just cleaning this up, rewriting everything now. without making any math changes. I'm just going to write everything down again, omitting the things that have been canceled out. I believe that the best way to do this is on a chalkboard or a whiteboard or, you know, on a large glass surface. Do you remember organic chemistry, Nicole? All those structures you had to draw? Yeah. That would have probably been good for you to write all those structures, all those mechanisms also on a big whiteboard or a chalkboard, you know. But not everybody has that at home. When I was doing OChem, I was using the windows of my car. I would stand outside my car. And then, okay, so I have rewritten this. Let's see if there's something else that I can take out. All right, if I can take something else out, I will. And if not, I'm going to end this video and continue the work on another video. Oh, there is something I can take out. So I am going to, in nice dark green, I'm going to distribute this over here, and I'm going to distribute this over here. Do I need to do that? Maybe not, but I'm doing it because I want to condense the stuff that I'm looking at. So it's easier for me to get rid of the little r eventually, all right? So let me do that. There we go. Have I tried this without doing that? Kind of, yeah. I've tried this I've tried several different approaches, and I have found that for me, okay, this is 4a naught. There's also 4a naught, so this is going to end up being just r over a naught left over. And these 4a naughts cancel out. For me, so there's going to be a 2 here. I'm going to put this 2 right there. The 2, and I put this. This is going to be negative r over a naught. I'm going to put that right there. For me, it really helps to do it in this way. I've tried several different ways. For me, it helps to do it this way. You know, for you, it might be very different for you. Or for your friends. If you're comparing homeworks with your friends, they might have a totally different way, but we all end up with the same answer. Now, is there something else I can do? Yes. You see this guy? Looks a lot like this guy. So I'm going to combine them together. So that'll be negative 2r over a naught. All right. And there is something else. All right. So just to show you, so this 2 is going to end up going away. Here, let me show you by combining those, and then I will distribute this around. All right. So first I will combine that. Oops, this is r over a naught, so it's going to be 2 of them, right? So now they're gone because they have become 2 of them. And then there's plus 2 plus h bar squared over mu r squared minus e squared over 4 pi epsilon naught r equals e. Okay, now here's, I was going to distribute this around, but see, that is a lot of writing, and I might get confused while writing all that. What I really wanted to do was, I wanted to notice that this guy, I'll do it in purple, oops, this guy, h bar squared over mu r squared, looks a lot like this guy, negative h bar squared over mu r squared, except for this 2. But you see, there's a 2 over here. So if I distribute this out, I will end up with a negative h bar squared over mu r squared as the last term here, right? And so this negative is going to cancel with this positive. But I don't want to do all of the writing because I might mess up during the writing. And so I don't want to distribute everybody. I just want to distribute him. What does that mean? That means he is going to get eliminated, right? Everything else I'll leave the same, okay? So I'm going to do this in white here. So I'm going to copy this down. Yeah, I used to draw chemical structures all over the car windows to study for organic. Right, so now this 2 is gone, right? This guy is also gone, right? I'm just going to write and just crash into this writing here since the color is so very different. Okay, so that is what I end up with. Right now, this is where I'm going to continue on the next video. All right.